Thank you, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
We want to thank Child Justice for hosting yet again a monumental event, and we're very honored to be here. Our connection to Child Justice is deeply personal. When our mom and the two of us went through the court system, we saw how unprepared it was to deal with the complex abuse and child safety concerns. For us, it was overwhelming, and at times it felt like the system was working against us instead of protecting us. There were moments where we truly wondered how we would make it through. Today, we would like to share part of our story in hopes that it will shed light on the impact Child Justice makes and why their work is so important and deserves not only recognition, but support. When my brother and I were young children, my mom was trying to protect us, but like many parents in crisis, she didn't have the resources she needed. That is when Child Justice became our lifeline. My mom reached out to child advocate Eileen King, and with Eileen's help, she was able to connect my mom with Paul Griffin and Greg Jacob, as well as other supportive attorneys. For 6 years, they stood by us. 6 years of hearings, filings, setbacks, and victories. But what stands out the most is that they didn't just provide legal services, they gave us hope. They fought for our safety, our stability, and our future at a time when evidence from not only the police, but also psychologists was being dismissed. They fought for us when we were challenged with extreme bias from the judge. As young children, we didn't fully understand the courtroom battles, but we understood one thing very clearly. There were people fighting for us when our voice didn't carry weight. And that is something no child should be without.
Child justice exists for this exact reason, to ensure that vulnerable children are not only protected, but included in the decisions that shape their lives. We are living proof of what their mission looks like in action. Our family experienced firsthand the difference it makes when an organization steps in to protect children, to challenge injustice, and to insist that every child deserves safety and dignity. Today, our connection to child justice is fueled by gratitude and lived experience. We know what it feels like to be children in the middle of an unfair system. And we know what it feels like when someone says, "You matter and we will fight for you." That's why we stand here before you today to remind you that behind every case, every hour of advocacy, and every effort that child justice makes, there are real children and real families whose lives are being transformed, families like ours. When you support child justice, you are giving the child the chance to feel safe. You are giving family hope. You are helping to rewrite the story for children who might otherwise be lost in an unjust system. We are here today because Child Justice believed in us, and we invite you to join us in believing in the next child who needs that same protection, that same advocacy, and that same hope. You help keep this organization going. You can help keep this organization going by making a donation. There are pledge cards on your table, as well as a QR code if you prefer to donate online. The amount is not important. Your commitment to the cause is what truly matters. Thank you, everyone.